Hello, buddy. Welcome back to the Tin Man's Core channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, sporting the new Superman shirt today. But that's not why I'm here filming a video for you guys. Today, I'm going to review my latest yard sale knife find. It's the Schrade, or some people like to say Schrade, SP17-15 mini machete. Oh yeah, look at that beautiful blade. I picked this knife up, I'll say like 2-3 Fridays ago, and I finally got my dad to clean the blade off just a little bit for me and sharpen it because the blade edge was dull, but now it's sharp now. It has a hollow grind on this blade, and it's just the plain edge that the manufacturer put on this knife design. The blade width is 1.75 inches. It's a thin looking blade, but to me, it'll look like it'll hold up from heavy chop use. I've seen some other people's videos already on it, but most of the videos I'm watching, they bought the versions that have the camo handle, and the sheath has camo on it, which I'm going to talk about also because I was trying to look up this knife to give you guys links to go buy one, but apparently they must have been discontinued and people ain't offering them on their website anymore. If you find them, it'll be the one with the camouflage handle. But speaking of handle, it's a green, this made out of a green polymer, and it just so happens to match the color of kryptonite when it's not glowing. Get it? Because I'm wearing a Superman shirt. Blade length is 8.75 inches long. Overall is 14.5 inches. That's including the handle. It's a full tang knife construction with screws locking the handle grips to the blade. So if I wanted to, I probably could have just unscrewed these and popped the handle off and put my own handle on it if I want to, but I ain't going to do that. It feels comfortable in my hand already because I love how my fingers just lock into place right there in them grooves. It feels good in hand right there. And when I picked it up, it almost reminds me of a cross between the Heartstopper from Rambo Last Blood and some sort of vintage military tactical knife. Like, just merge those two designs together and boom, you got a cool looking knife, that's for sure. Now, they classify this as a mini machete, but it's more like a Bowie knife to me. And plus, it's got notches right here, so like a finger tool to put your thumb, so you can hold on to this knife just to whittle wood down to make tent spikes or fire kindling, or even homemade arrows. Handle length is 5.75 inches. Or 5.75 inches. The blade type on this knife is called a drop point, and it has a black finish on the top part of the blade. And it's made out of 3CR13 steel, which I heard that could be a good steel. You just have to keep it clean so it won't rust up on you. Comes with this nylon sheath, and when I was talking to you guys about the other one that they came out with that had the camo handle, they even put some camo stripping around the sheath just to make it pop out a little bit. But I ain't gonna lie, it ain't a crappy looking nylon sheath. It's got a snap on it. I like that. Sometimes you buy a knife with a nylon sheath that has Velcro or like weak clip buckle clasp on it, but this one seems to be all right, and it holds in there pretty good. Like, I had to worry about it sliding out. And I forgot to mention also, it's got a lanyard hole right there in the handle, so you can put a lanyard on it to wrap around your wrist if you wanted to. But anyway, let's go outside and test this bad boy, shall we? All right, the first test I'm going to do is the drop test. 3, 2, 1. Hallelujah. That thing's perfectly balanced. And it's perfectly standing upright. Also, a little side note, if you keep hearing lawnmower noises cutting in and out, that's my mom. She is mowing the yard. She told me I could go ahead and still film my knife review anyway. So try not to pay attention to that noise, okay? Now I'm going to do the stab test. See how comfortable it feels in my hand. This way. Reverse gripping. Not too shabby. It felt a little weird when I was trying to stab it like this because of the way the grip is designed. But when I reverse gripped it, it felt nice in my hand, like my fingers are locked in tight. I was not going to let go. All right, I think the next test I'm going to do is the chop test, just to show you how sturdy this thing is and how sharp it is. You guys remember this log? This was the tree that I was hacking in with my Magnum bowie. So let's see how good of a chopper this is. Woo! It chopped down pretty good right in here. But since this tree was sitting out here in the elements, that spot was a little wet. If I go right here, it's a little bit of harder wood right here. So this thing can bite in wood, that's for sure. Okay, folks, I grabbed a stick. Now I'm going to show you how this thing can work as a whip. Oh yeah. There goes one part of it. And this thing ain't no joke. It really digs underneath the bark and starts peeling it up. There goes the other part of the stick. But anyway, I just hold on to the finger tool right there and just start whittling off the wood. So, like I said inside earlier, if you need it, some camp tent spikes in a hurry or some homemade arrows, you could probably take the time to whittle down some wood with this type of knife. So that's going to be it for now, everybody. I hope you guys enjoy my review of the Schrade mini machete. And if you find one of these pop up on either eBay or any other knife selling website, I would highly recommend picking up one of these. This has been a successful installment of the Tin Man's Quarter channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor. I said that's a wrap. Have a nice day, everybody.